What's happening, folks, and welcome to a mid-season report on Dortmund Rising. Don't forget, if you're enjoying this series, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new as well, and check out all the second channel, which should be from very soon. I had a false start with it due to an issue with just the recordings. I think I've finally found a way of doing it now, which hopefully be okay. So that's starting soon as well. Also down below, links to social media links, Twitter, Discord. I'm trying to get Discord more active. I really am. I want to be really active at Discord. So hopefully you guys can get involved in that as well. So today, guys, we're going to do is what we call a mid-season report. This is for two reasons. One, I like to look at things and talk about stuff. And you guys give some thoughts in here on your thoughts on going forward in the season. And also, it allows you guys a chance to catch up a little bit as well if you want to. But the main reason why we do this is because of the whole, catching up, the assessment thing. Also, this is the first episode I'm using with a brand new audio filter I'm using. The only issue we've got is the S's, but the problem with those kind of things is that when I talk, normally that is also a thing that I, like they see, they are quite pronounced in my speech, so I can't really do much with that really, but overall quality is what I'm looking at, and the feedback I'm getting from people that I spoke to who did the clips, it was okay. So today we'll look at the squad, look at who's doing well, who's doing bad, we'll look at the season, look at the fixtures, look at the finances, and then we'll go into there. Not going to be too long. Trying to lower the length of videos a little bit, but obviously for this video, these are a bit different. So, squad summary. Haaland's getting the most goals. He's got 21 goals this season thus far. Not a big surprise, given that he's the best striker in the game. By just numbers alone in this series, he's the best striker in the game. He's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. He actually signed a new contract as well recently. I can't remember if I told you that or not, but he has signed a new contract recently, which is good to see. I think that's really important that we keep him around, at least until we maybe find that young talent who can come in and replace him, if we do replace him with somebody else. But yeah, absolutely fantastic player. Just would like somebody else to chip in, because you look at the goals return here, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. It actually goes in order. That's kind of funny. There's not much, back up there. Neres is the only one that's even remotely looking like scoring lots of goals, but even he's not knocking them in. The big worry for me is Jadon Sancho, because he has been absolutely woeful until last episode. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Big episode. Yeah, I think we need to just try and get him in the team on his right foot more. Look at his weak foot, though. He has got a reasonable left foot, but a very strong right foot. I think we need to go on play on that side. We'll get that again in a second. We'll discuss that. But that's something we look at. I think Royce is slight concern. He's played a lot of football. Again, it could be a time to move him on. I think he's physically dropping down. He's £21 million, 200k in wages. I think maybe it's time to move him on and maybe bring someone else in. Again, I don't know if we go for a more experienced Cam or we go for a very young talent we can develop. But I would like maybe to move him on, because 32 years old, he's still got decent resale value on him, and get those wages off as well would be kind of handy. I think that would be a good idea. But again, you give your thoughts down in the comment section. But I think that's definitely something we could look at in the summer. Not now. I think we keep him for now. Not something that I want to dwell on too much at the moment. Isaac has been good. He's been good. He's not played many football, but Haaland's so good. It's hard to drop the guy. But Isaac, when he's coming in, done nothing wrong. He's been quite good. He's been very consistent. He scored 4 goals. I think they're all vital goals as well. So you can, very, 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 very good player. Obviously, the Haaland situation. Isaac was brought in essentially because I was worried that Haaland was gonna piss off in the summer to like Man City or Barcelona or Madrid or something like that, or PSG or whoever might try and buy him. So I bought him as an insurance policy. But he's actually been competing with Haaland, which he can't really compete, really, can he? But yeah, I think second half of the season, I think we definitely want to get more of Alexander into the team. The ideal scenario would be that if we were to pull ahead of the top 4 even further, to maybe rest Haaland a little bit, but nothing to say on that. So the tactic that we're currently using, mainly, is this one, the 4-2-3-1. Obviously, that's not how we have the players. It's more like that in terms of position of players. The one thing that I think we can say that this tactic, this one here, works in big games. Not all the time, but more often than not, it has. We've beaten Bayern Munich with this formation and Leipzig with this formation. So that is something that definitely shows this works. Having these guys defend, obviously, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be those players there, would it? It'd be that, obviously. Some combination of those three. And Sanchez scored 2 goals on that side in information. So I'm just going to clear this off so you can see a bit easier. So the idea would be that Sancho would play in this role here. Simply because of the right foot and attacking that side and strongest foot, and he scored 2 goals. So I think the long-term aim is to play Sancho in that role. I'm assuming you can see them. I'm assuming you can see the mouse. Which means then, if you look at the options we've got in left wing, it may mean that we have to sell Brandt. Now, I like Julian Brandt a lot, but I feel like he will not want to be. If Sancho's playing there, he's going to start most games. And again, it's a good resale value of £48.5 million we can sell him for and developing. The only issue we've got left wing at the moment in terms of players is actually Jose. He's not kicked on anymore than he did before. Now, he's been good, but he's just not worked out. This is what I said about my Stars of Tomorrow videos, which is shout. This is what I said about my Stars of Tomorrow videos. Shout out there for those. That not every player in every save would develop the same as somebody else's, and this is one of the prime examples here of somebody who's just not quite found that consistency. So it might be that we keep him as a squad player back up and sell Brandt, because the idea would be that he's okay being a squad player. Brandt might cause a problem, and if we don't play Brandt, let's get back to him now. He's talking about him. If we don't play him, because Sancho's going to play left wing, he will lose value, I would assume, and then he would not be happy with that, and then that causes a problem. Well, so sell Brandt and then keep Jose around as a decent backup option and look for a young talent. I think we'd buy a bit more time with that. I think if we were to sell Jose, who's happy to be a squad player, and then try and rotate Julian Brandt and Sancho, my worry about that would be that we then have a situation where Brandt wants to play more football, gets nappy, it gets him out of the team. You know what I mean? So there's plus and a minus to doing both of them, and I think we need to just try and just find. I don't think anything's happened in the January window. I think it's more the summer again that will happen. But again, guys, if I will be scouting left wing, I'll be scouting certain other areas as well to try and find those young talents anyway. So something may come up in those situations that mean we can actually sign a player in those areas. In terms of tactic going forward, guys, I still want to stick with this 4-2-3-1. I don't know if I'm going to, though. I think this formation is very handy. What I might do is look for a cam who can play CM or Mazzala role, and then that way we can adjust quite easily. Because right now, I feel when I play this formation, I'm taking in midfield. The midfield generally, I need more centre midfield creativity, but again, it depends on the roles I'm playing. If I'm playing this formation, that my DM will hold in that position, and I'll have a more creative player there, because I feel like I can have 2 creative players there if I've got a holding midfielder here. I don't feel comfortable having a creative player there, 3 and 2 creative players here, and 1 there. I like someone shielding this back 4 if I've got 2 creative players. So that's the problem I have. But then again, most teams play against do sit back. So it's a bit of it might be a kind of fluid formation we roll with, but I'd like to try and find formation that works with this team and stick with it. At the moment, the most successful formation we've had in terms of the big moments in the season has been this formation. But yeah, let's wait and see on that. Finance looking good. We've got £25 million in the budget, which is very good. I don't know if I'm going to buy anybody in January. I don't think there's anything out there that's standing out as an option for me to go and get. However, I am open to ideas coming up from scouting and that kind of thing. I'm going to probably be investing my money into young talent. I'm going to get my scouts looking at it and try and find some hidden gems that maybe we haven't found yet. I'm going to rework the scouting a lot because they're not really finding much right now. I'm going to just look at it again and readjust it for the areas I'm talking about just to strengthen. And yeah, that's something I definitely want to do going forward. In terms of the mid-season report on the leagues, we are currently top of the table, joint top, you could argue, with Leipzig after beating them. We're 9 points clear of 5th, which is good. We've got Barcelona in the Champions League, which is great because I really love a really tough tie in the first rock around Champions League again. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. But then again, if we play our formation that we've done against Leipzig and Bayern, we may have a chance. I think if we go to attacking, we may lose it. But we'll see. It's a kind of a throwaway game for us, really, because I don't think the board are going to be pissed off if we lose to Barcelona. They're probably going to be like, yeah, you know what? It's Barcelona. If we can compete and just if you can get through Barcelona tie, I'll take that happily. Don't sparkle, the better. But overall, we're in a good position. We're joint top. Our form generally is very good. In terms of the form, generally speaking, as you can see here, it's been okay. There was just the performances haven't been great, but the results have not. You look at the overall, lost to Augsburg, bad one. Lost to PSG, that can happen. Schalke was a really unfortunate result, and lost to PSG. So two of the 4 we've lost against PSG. The rest have been pretty damn good. So it depends how you look at it. I mean, I don't count the Super Cup. So 5. So 2 of the 5 lost against PSG, and most have been very narrow defeats as well. So it's one of those. It's not terrible, but it could be better. By definition of not losing the game would be better. But I think we're in a good position in terms of overall the season, and I think we will finish in the top 4 this season. I think we've got too much quality, i.e. Erling Haaland. But I still feel we can maybe strengthen in certain areas. Again, like we've said, I do think the right wing is another area I want to strengthen in. But again, it's all about what I find in the market and what was available, that kind of thing. So in terms of the schedule coming up for next episode, I'm going to try to keep it quite short, guys. Again, it's only mid-season, kind of catch up for the season, what I'm thinking, where the plans are. We're going to come back from Hoffenheim for a simple reason. I want to just come back in January in case anything happens in the window and update you on that. And then after that, we'll probably do Bayern at home and Gladbach after that. Or are Mainz higher in the table? Who's higher in the table? Gladbach, yeah. Gladbach is probably the team to do because they're 4th in the 2 as of right now. So we'll do Hoffenheim next on its own. Just because I don't really see Augsburg, where are they in the table? I mean, we could do both, I suppose. We'll see. I might do both, actually. Or no, I'll tell you what, we'll do Union Berlin and Hoffenheim together, and then we'll do Barcelona and Gladbach. That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, thanks for watching, folks. I will see you all next time. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the episode, I hope you have. It's just a quick update for you guys. There will be also a montage coming up at the end of the season, whereby if you're new to the channel, you can watch the season 2 highlights to get an idea of a catch up. So you have to watch the whole episodes. That's something I think is a really cool thing. I know personally that people have said to me that they don't watch the whole videos because they just want to on other channels. So I think people say that in Twitch chats. So I'm going to try and create a compilation of the season 2 of the main highlights and stuff like that. Still doing the season review, the deep season review that I like to do. I like doing that. It's one of those things I like to do. But I'm going to do an alternate version for somebody else as well, for you guys as well, so that you have one day you'll have the season review, then there'll be a compilation next day, and then we'll start the 3rd season. So you've got plenty of time to catch up. And it just I'm trying new things on the channel and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 14 minutes, guys. I'm going to end it there-ish. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode, which will be Union Berlin and Hoffenheim games. Hopefully get 6 points in those games. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much for the amazing feedback I got on my audio and my future direction on YouTube. I've got some really exciting stuff, guys, coming up in terms of how I'm going to edit videos and try and make them a bit quicker for you guys to get into that live comms. I'll catch you all next time. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. See you later. Bye-bye.